Okay, I have finished fixing the bolts, the support bolts for mounting the cylinder. What remains now is to lift practically the cylinder and put it into position. And as you can see, it's big enough. I may not handle it alone. I'll need the services of a colleague of mine who is coming to help me mount the cylinder to position. Charles, please. So this time, we are going to hang these bolts. We are going to hang our tank there. The reason why I'm showing you here is because we are now going to turn it around, and you will not be able to see this hanging bracket, supporting bracket anymore. This is fixed on to the cylinder. These ones are fixed on to the wall. So there we go. Let's go. Are you set? Are you there? Yeah. Are you good? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. So you have to ensure that it is centrally located. If it's not, you push it a bit. And you can feel that is firmly now fixed onto the wall. Now from here, it's a question of now supplying or connecting the pipe that supplies water and the pipe that removes hot water and the corresponding valves and fittings. So I'm going first to explain some things here. 1 minute. I finished explaining the tools. Let me go to the fittings that you require. With me, these fittings are called nipples. Nipples, they help us to interconnect fittings or fitting to a valve or pipe to a valve. You will see its application. Then I have here, these are called elbows for these PPL pipes. This is a big one for 3/4 diameter pipe, and this small one is for 1/2-inch diameter pipe. But both of them are elbows. Again, you'll see the application. Then down here, I have a variety of these valves. These are gate valves. These are control valves. If you want to repair the tank, if the tank has a problem, or if the pipeline that supplies water to the tank has a problem, you must close water. You must have a point where you can close your water supply to the system. So this will be put into such positions, and in a few minutes you see the application. This is a very important component. We are dealing with hot water supply. Hot water means heating. So sometimes you may find that a problem has developed. Maybe the thermostat has failed. So the system heats water above the preset temperature. So what happens? It means that system can even burst. To avoid such an occurrence happening, we have this item here. It's called a safety valve, safety release valve. This one will allow the expanded air and water in such a situation to get out of the cylinder so that the cylinder does not explode. So this is always fixed on the hot water side of the system. Next to the cylinder is the first item you fix on the cylinder. And so it will also be the first item that I'll fix when it comes to leaving the cylinder. Then, for now, I think that's it. We have a union. A union allows you to a point of access to dismantle the pipe systems and put new ones and all that. Now, my first exercise is to check the supply. I have now my datum here. I have my cylinder here, which I've already fixed. Then I'll ask myself, how much should I leave here as a distance? Where do my pipe, does it come down through here? If there is a problem, can my tools access here? Of course not. So I must leave enough space which will allow the use of my tools and even the removal of this cylinder and the change it to a new one. So the pipes should be separate from the cylinder and slightly far away from the cylinder, because when you want to repair the cylinder, you don't interfere with the pipes. You only open a few valves or union, you remove the cylinder and put another one. So I will come back to the roughing in or tracing of pipelines. All these tools will be used at one time or another. Then I want to choose a position for my pipes and make sure that, because aesthetic is very important, to make sure that my pipes are vertical for aesthetic purposes. I'll use a spirit level. This will indicate that the pipe will not be at an angle this way or that way. It will be vertical, because it has the watermark, which indicates and helps you to see the plumpness. So here I go. Let me put on my glasses so that I can see properly. And I'll choose a point there. And I'll draw a line. You can see my bubble is at the center, which means my line is completely vertical. So my pipe will come down along this line. This is the center line. Then I need some distance, about 25 centimeters from the lowest point, so that I can be able to fix the safety valve here. I need to fix the flexible pipe here, and then the pipe that supplies water and removes water for distribution. So again, this is my lowest detam there. Then I want to measure something like, let's say, this, because of this one, 320 to allow for this. And I get a point there. Then I also continue this one. And I'll do the same on this side. There. Then I can join these two. Sorry. So this means that now I have the location for water supply pipe. I have a clearance distance from the cylinder, and then now my pipes will pass through here to come to supply to the tank. Similarly, when I remove or when I go to distribution pipe for hot water, it will come out and move from this datum. Now we have some rules that govern hot water connections. We have normally over and above the safety valve, we also have to fix what we call a vent pipe. A vent pipe, this is where the water can boil inside here. It boils and nobody is using the water. So it develops water vapor or gases. You must provide an escape route for these gases. Other than what we had talked about, the safety valve, and coupled up with the failure of a safety valve, the vent pipe will come in handy and rescue such a situation. So I must also mark for my vent pipe and my distribution. A vent pipe is recommended by the Code of Practice in Plumbing to be fixed. This is the center pipe for hot water, to be fixed 450 millimeters from here to wherever. You start here as the 0, then you record 450. So I'll take again my steel rule, because I'll mark and at the same time draw. So if I go with this, you can see that that is where the hot water pipe is. There. So I'll take, this is the hot water, I'll take 450. 450. You can see that is 450. So there we are. Then I may not necessarily continue with the ruler. I have a point. So I have again a datum. I can bring my builder square to level with that line. And definitely this angle is 90. So there we are. If I want to complete, I'll complete my line. There. So this forms, I can also go down a bit. So here I will have a T, which will allow for the vent pipe to go up, and then the distribution pipe of hot water piping to the appliances. So this is called roughing in. It's a very important stage of installation. You have put everything into position, and now what remains is just to interconnect your pipes. So I'll now move from the board to the bench. As I said, this is a cutter for plastic pipes, PPL pipes. It's very nice instead of using hacksaws, and it cuts very well. Now this one is ½ inch. My inlet should be 3/4, and outlet should also be 3/4, because when you supply some appliances are supplied with ½ inch pipe, others are supplied with 3/4 pipe. The biggest appliance is a bathtub. A bathtub is standard, is supplied with a 3/4, so you cannot have a lesser pipe. So this is a 3/4 pipe. I could adequately connect it here so that it comes there as a cold water supply pipe. So the process of cutting, you just put your pipe there. I want to demonstrate the process of cutting. Let me cut whichever side. Yes. And there you go. Now it has a ratchet action. You can hear a ratchet action. As you apply the ratchet action, the braid closes in systematically and gradually until it reaches the pipe. And using the shearing action, it shears or cuts the pipe. You can see now it has held the pipe. So we continue. And the pipe is cut. Then, from there now, I want to cut threads on the pipe. And lift my vise, fix my pipe there. And then I have to choose. If you look at these dies, these are called dies. This is 1/2 inch, this is 3/4. My pipe is 3/4, so I'm going to use this one. This one goes together with this. This is the stock. Both of them, when they're together, we call them stock and dies. Now there is a way you fix it. As you can see, it is provided. You put it there, and then we have this. This is a ratchet action that changes the direction. Either clockwise, threading is clockwise, and opening is anti-clockwise. You change the direction using the ratchet action. So first and foremost, we fix our pipes. Not very much because it's a plastic pipe. Then plastic pipes, when we are threading galvanized pipes, we put oil for lubrication. This is a plastic pipe. You don't need oil. It is self-lubricating. So I insert my die stock there. Then to start, you can hear the ratchet action. When you lift it, it's easy. Then when you push it here and push the handle down, it starts to cut. Now, to be able to know when to stop cutting the threads, the standard rule is that a standard pipe thread is made up of 10 to 11 threads. And the die, the one that cuts, is similarly made. So when the pipe protrudes here, having cut until it reaches flat with the die, then you stop threading. So I'm about to stop. There we are. I've reached my maximum. Then I'll change this, the direction. Now you can hear. Now when it becomes easy, you may not need this one a lot. You can do it that way. And there you are. Then after you have finished your thread, you come to this one is a very important component because I'm going to fix this one, the 3/4 elbow, onto the 3/4 pipe. This one has internal threads, this one has external threads. So, but when you fix it, that joint between the two is not watertight. So to make sure that it does not leak, we normally apply a thread tape, this one. This thread tape, as you can see on its name, it's called PTFE, the technical name. It is chemically inert. It means that if you connect pipes, it does not react to the pipes. That's why even a thread tape that was used 10 years ago, if you open the joint, you'll still find it intact without any problem. It never corrodes, it never deteriorates. It is chemically inactive. It's chemically inert. It never changes. So you pull it out of its cover, you locate the end, and then threads are always fixed clockwise. So you come there. You start from the starting of the thread and you apply as you go in. You can even simply roll it out like that. And you don't have to use a lot. Then you bring your elbow and you fix it there. So there you are. I've fixed the first fitting. So this is the supply pipe down. And then this takes the corner. Then at the corner, remember I told you you have to use your sketch. If from my sketch, when I reach this corner and I change it from vertical to horizontal, according to my sketch, I require a valve. So once I put this, then I'll fix here now a nipple and a valve. So I'll look for a nipple. It's one of them within my fittings. Then go back to my thread tip. Then put on the other side as well. And there we go. And straight away, screw it there. Then I'll use, this is hexagonal, so I don't need the pipe wrench that can damage it. We use an adjustable spanner there. And I go round. The beauty about the adjustable spanner is that the moment you finish tightening, you don't leave any mark on your fitting. You leave it as good as it was from the shop. Then you fix your valve. Now you have to test the position. So there I am. Now you can see we have made a corner there. So this valve must stand and be vertical, be horizontal, and right angle to the pipe. So I must tighten it a bit. Again, this adjustable spanner will also work on the valve. Now you can turn both. There, and that is about it. It's now 90 degrees and horizontal. Then I still continue fixing others. From my sketch, it tells me it's good to keep on referring to your sketch. From the valve, I'll have a small pipe and then another T. So I'll need a small pipe. Let me use this. This time I must thread again using ½ inch. My tray. This tray is making sure that you don't dirtify the floor with the chippings. The chippings have somewhere to fall down. So you can start with the hands first. PPR is not very difficult, but never use a pipe wrench because it spoils these corners. There you are. So I'm done. Then I open. Then I change to the other side. There again, and then I open. I have my pipeline here. This one. This allows for transition from vertical to horizontal. As you can see here, I have marked the position of a drain valve, and then this will come here.